Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us at our first ever EcoFest here in Chippenham. It is wonderful to have you here, and I'm here today to give you a short talk on the CEAG group in Chippenham. So what is CEAG? Well, CEAG is an acronym which stands for the Climate and Ecological Emergency Advisory Group, and this special group was set up by the Chippenham Town Council after they officially declared a climate change emergency in 2019. The CEAG group consists of 6 Chippenham Town councillors and 6 members of the local community who have the relevant skills and experience in the subject. The group meets every 6 weeks to discuss, research and make recommendations to the Strategy and Resources Committee on various ways that we as a council can address the climate emergency within our town and help residents understand how they too can make positive changes in their homes and their daily lives. Some of the areas we've been exploring in our meetings have included energy efficiency, waste reduction, sustainable transport, and green spaces. Our primary focus as in the group has been on taking action within the Town Council's own estate to reduce our carbon footprint and minimise our impact on the environment. This has included making changes to the Council's day-to-day operations, our procurement policy, so that's the things that the Council needs to buy in order to operate, and making changes to the Council's owned facilities, including the Town Hall, the Museum and Stanley Park Sports Ground. Another aim of CEAG is to empower our local residents by providing them with information and resources to help them make informed choices about how they too can contribute towards addressing the climate emergency. Today's event is one of those initiatives which has been orchestrated by Kate Watson, our fantastically dedicated Biodiversity and Climate Officer, who joined the Town Council last year. So our sincerest thanks to Kate for all her hard work in supporting CEAG. One of our previous initiatives was the Climate Conversations workshops. This was a series of 6 online sessions aimed at providing useful and easy to understand information about what options are available to help us address climate change at home and to provide answers to common questions on how this can be done. The 6 topics that we looked at were home energy efficiency, how to save money on the planet, which renewables suit my home, heat pumps and how they work in the home, solar PV, so that's solar panels, water conservation in the home, and transport for homeowners in getting to work. These were hosted live online and were then available to watch back later for a period of 6 months. We've since discussed reviewing these sessions and then making some of the relevant content available for the community again. And if this is something that you think you'd find useful, please do let us know. Over the past year, as the chair of CEAG, it's been great to see the collaboration between the group's members, the Town Council and our partners to push forward with the initiatives that will have a positive impact on our town. The greening of the Town Council's estate is a big ongoing project that has at times been very complex, involving lots of building surveys, reports and strategizing to develop the best way to make our buildings as energy efficient as possible, which isn't always easy, especially when they're very old big buildings like this one. These improvements have included programs for insulation, swapping to LED bulbs, the replacement of heating systems, replacing the council's fleet with electric vehicles, and the installation of solar panels and ground source heat pumps, which is the current big project underway at Stanley Park Sports Ground. But we are very confident with how the work has been progressing, and it's been great to be a part of such a dedicated team who've been working very hard to make it happen. Now, I would like to hand over to Chris, who is one of our CEAG members, so he can tell you about his experiences in being involved with the group. Chris.
Thank you very much, and good afternoon, everybody. Yes, I'm Chris Saville. I'm a Chippenham resident here, and I've been Chippenham resident since 2006. I'm also one of the 6 community representatives on the CEAG, so I'm one of those 6 people who provide the input from the community. In my working day, I work for the Environment Agency, but I work at the national level based in Bristol. And I've been asked to provide my personal perspective on the SEAG, on the advisory group. And I think I'm going to start really by just saying, well, why did I want to join it? I've been there for about 12 months now. Why did I want to join it? Well, I work at the national level, as I mentioned. I've got a good understanding of the environment, nature, climate change. Through my work, I've got a good understanding of that, science associated with that, but also the policy context as well. But what I was really keen to do was to try and apply some of that to the local level, where I can make a bit of a difference, try and add something of my knowledge to that local level. And the group seemed to be a good opportunity to do that. And it's proving that is the case. So my 3 reflections on the SEAG, I mean, the first thing to say is it's a great group. There is a lot of experience and knowledge on that group. And for someone like me, who is really keen to learn, keen to understand different perspectives, learn new things, it's a great group of people. From the community reps, obviously, because they bring their specific expertise, but also the local authority leaders on there as well. There's an incredible amount of knowledge and experience from the leaders too, and the officers. So the group as a whole is really, really good, really, really strong on that knowledge and experience. I'd also sort of build on that by coming with my second reflection, which is the strength in the wider network of the group as well. So it's not just the people on the group, it's the people they know and the context that they have. And I think the political leaders are particularly good at this, I'd reflect. So it's about understanding what's happening within the local community to support tackling the climate emergency, to support tackling the ecological emergency. I've learned so much around the people, the companies that are in this space, that are working on this. And that also helps me understand, you know, what could I do? Who could I use in my personal life and my work life to sort of build and help develop that within the community. So that's really good, it's that network. And then finally from me, a really critical thing is it epitomizes that importance of local action. At the end of the day, all action is taken at the local level. And I know working at the national level that sometimes, you know, you can do a lot of work to try and get the policy framework right, you can do work to get the legislative framework right, but what you've got to try and do is make sure that works at the local level. And it's the local level, the convening power of local government, for example, that really is the opportunity to bring that together. And bringing it together at events like this, where we're raising awareness, sharing good practice, but also bringing it together through, as Liz mentioned there, the estate that the council has. So I'm not going to say any more because I'll start rambling. Thank you very much.